Hey guys, welcome back to Your Nifty Guy. I hope all of you are doing well. First and foremost, wishing you and your family a very happy Diwali. May this festival of lights bring you joy, success, and a portfolio that shines brighter than the diyas, and of course, the green profitable trades. Friday was the last trading day of the week, and Nifty gave us quite a few firecracker worthy performances. And before it headed into the festive break. So, in today's video, we'll revisit that price action, discuss the key levels to watch as we step into the new week, and plan for what could be a bright post Diwali start. If you're enjoying this festive vibe and market talk, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop your Diwali wishes or market views in the comments. Let's light up the charts and get started. So like I had told you guys, I will not be trading. I did not take even a single trade on Friday. I am a bit tied up on the family business front with regards to the Diwali festive season, which is there. So I will be simply discussing about what the price action and how it played out on Friday, right? Because this, as you guys are aware, I took a short entry on Thursday and I was not available, and I took a bigger stop loss. So I decided to take a break for. Uh, on Friday as well as on Monday. I will be jumping straight to trading from Wednesday onwards. Tuesday, the markets are closed and it's only open for Muhurat trading, wherein I always have a tradition of investing for long term in all the portfolios that I manage, right? Be it mine, be it my wife's, be it my family members, be it my daughters, whatever it is, I make fresh new buying in selected stocks in all of them. I will try to make a video of how or which stocks am I eyeing on for the more trading session. But that's not confirmed, depends on whether I get a time or not. I have a working Sunday. So yeah, let's jump straight to the chart. So Friday was a very, very volatile session. Now, what I mean by volatile is, okay, we got to move on the upside, then we got to move on the downside, then again we got to move on the upside. We were willing to take a long trade above this particular day's Thursday's high with a pullback. Now, it would have been a really beautiful trade had this particular move given us a closing above this high, then given us this good, beautiful pullback, and then once this high was taken out, it would have been a simply beautiful trade, right? But then again, had I been trading, I would not have entered around here. This could have been a trap as well, wherein market took a rejection from Thursday's day high, went up again took a rejection, made a double top here, and then continued down. So that was the reason I would have avoided this trade. But then again, if anybody would have taken it, it would have worked wonders. Uh, After this particular move, market only went sideways for 10 minutes around here. Now, this would have been a sorry, valid entry for a trade on the long side. Now, why do I call this a valid entry? Number one, after the up move, there was a small indecisive red candle, followed by a inside bar, which was green in color. Now, color do not matter, but what I have always told you guys that inside bars or halt candles as they are good setups and can be used for as valid pullbacks. So after this around 10 minutes of hiatus, around when this high was taken out, we could have entered a long entry around here with a stop loss as small as below this particular low. Or maybe even this particular swing would have been worked. But then again, look at the momentum that the market gives immediately after it went up, right? Now, if you would have been in this trade, the exit would have been around here at this candle, right? Still a good enough trade. Absolutely brilliant trade it would have been, right? Even after following all the setups, even after a entry which is for some people might have considered a late entry, but then nonetheless it would have been a super good trade. Now the second trade came in as a short entry, which with a new high, there was a clear RSI divergence. So yesterday we took, as in on Thursday, we took a trade based on RSI divergence on the short side, wherein we got trapped, right? But then again, you need to trust your setups. Some days your stop losses would be triggered, and some days you will be hitting your targets. And this was the trade wherein right on the next day, the same exact thing happening. Markets creating a new high, RSI creating a new low. As soon as this low was taken out, markets again gave a move on the downside. The only drawback to this particular trade was that the stop loss was extremely big, right? So had I been trading, I'm not too sure if I would have taken this particular trade. But then in the hindsight, everything looks beautiful and picture perfect. Uh, That is the reason I'm telling of the chances of me taking this particular trade would have been very low because simply because of the bigger stop loss, right? But then again, if anybody is following and is have the risk appetite to take a bigger stop loss, or maybe even if because this particular candle was a big bodied candle, if you would have placed the stop loss above this candle's high, that could also have been a valid entry. And then markets went down in your favor, gave a small pullback, again went down. Now, around here, which was the previous day's high from where the breakout had come in, markets came, retested it, formed a beautiful double bottom. This was a brilliant entry around here with a stop loss just around here. And anybody who would have entered it would have gotten out at cost. I would have gotten out at cost if I would have entered. Everything was picture perfect. Everything was perfect for this particular trade. The only problem was this particular candle, which scalper like me, I would have gotten out of this trade in this particular candle, and I would have been very near to my cost or maybe a slight loss. But then again, if this candle did not fulfill one particular condition, which was the high should have been lower than this particular high. So if you follow all the rules to the T and not scared by candles like this, you would have again got a momentum on the upside and maybe exited around here. Right? That would have been following rules to the T. But then again, see, right now what I'm speaking is uh, emotionless trading because I did not experience this particular price action in the live market, right? I did not even look at the charts. My screen was turned off. I was focusing on the work at hand. And that was the reason right now commenting on anything would be simply because in the hindsight, once you look back at things, everything looks picture perfect and because everything is right there, right? It's drawn in front of you. But then once you are here, it is difficult for people to short the markets. Overall, the trend is positive. Would you have taken a risk to short the markets here? And after a fall like this, would you have dared to create a long entry around here? Would you have been holding it in this particular fall? That is something which I believe you got to be in the live market to come and experience it and then again share the thing. So right now, uh, I hope you get the crux of the matter and why I called this particular day as a firecracker of a day. A good enough intro to the Diwali weekend. Got a long entry, got a short entry, again got a long entry. A good volatile day. Good day for option buyers. Definitely would have been a good day. You've got good momentum based moves, right? That is what option buyers actually need. Now, coming back for Monday, I will not be trading again. We have got elaborate puja in the office as well as a lot of work, right? We are in the food industry and there is a lot of immense pressure during festive seasons and as well as wedding season. So, yeah, I will be resuming regular trading, like I mentioned, from Wednesday onwards. On a weekly time frame, look at this beautiful market structure around here. After this, 6 weeks of fall, markets went up. I'm just trying to show you guys the change in structure, right? Can you guys see the structure around here? It is after this particular low was protected. Market is in a higher high, higher low formation on a weekly time frame, right? Our weekly bias is, or the price action, the market structure is on the bullish side. We have got a beautiful closing above this particular high. Now, will this be a trap? And markets are going to come down, maybe trap buyers for now again, because we on the downside we have got a long leeway. Even if the market this high remains protected, this high does not get broken, and markets come down again. This will be in bullish territory until and unless this particular zone is not taken out, at least for me, right? So again, but then again, there can be a trap out here for buyers when people go long, and then again markets can come down to retest the lower levels. On a daily time frame as well, we have a beautiful price action again. On the daily time frame also, we are and we will be remaining bullish. We don't need this particular uh, marking which we had done because a new high has been created, so we will adjust this accordingly. And this is the daily fib level as far as this high is concerned. If this high gets breached, this level needs to be adjusted accordingly. So keep that in mind. We don't need this. And of course, we don't. Well, I'll keep this particular line in for now on the charts because this is the weekly candle high as well, which we had marked. So this is the this high of this red candle as well as the high on. So in case if we are to trade a trap setup wherein all those buyers who would have longed around here get stuck, so we need some confirmation price action below this, and that is why I'll still be keeping it. So this is the daily time frame fib support, right? Now, of course, everything looks good on all the time frames, be it 4 hours. The swings are clear, perfect. Everything is aligning in very, very perfectly. So this is daily as well as on these time frames as well. For Monday, anybody who is trading, please uh, try to. NSE has done a very weird thing again. Monday being Diwali, uh, the markets are open, and Tuesday being next day Diwali, the markets are closed and then again open only for the Muhurat trading. Uh, but then again, nonetheless, you have to do what you have to do. These things are out of your control. I will wait for this high to be taken out for a trade on the long side. We are very, very close to all-time high as well. We are around 700 odd point three, four, five, almost around close to 600 odd points, which we are away from all-time high. Bank Nifty hit a new all-time high on Friday, in the Friday session. That is something which is very, very good. So Nifty is lagging behind right now. So Nifty can follow suit and we can see markets retesting the previous all-time high again, right? On Fridays, again, we made a 52-week high, I believe. That is what I read in one of the group messages that I am a part of. Now, a good trade can here be, so if you look at the trade around here, if we go back below this particular swing, right, we can take a short scalp on the short side. Now, the major biases on all higher time frames is bullish. So make sure that any trades that you take on the short side are low in quantity with a very strict stop loss and very tight trailing, right? Do not stay in those trades for very, very long. Again, uh, needless to say, below this, we will be short. If we revisit these levels and we see some buying, we can create a long entry. This particular short trade will be a scalp only trade. And then once again, if we open around with a gap up, not a big enough gap up, but a small gap up, I'll give you a very good quick trap trade as well. In case if it plays out, last 3 days have been trending majorly on the buying side, right? What if markets open somewhere around here, give us a bullish candle, getting a closing above this particular uh, level, and then the low of this candle gets taken out. This is again a trap setup and scalp on the short side. But then again, any scalp on the short side, like I said, will have to be traded with extreme, extreme caution and with very tight and strict stop loss. So this will be the simple and sweet trade plan for Monday. I want you guys to spend some good time with your family, enjoy the festival, eat some good food. Do not think about your diets. Living life and celebrating Indian festivals is and should be a part of your key portfolio of happiness. So, yes, as we wrap up, remember, just like Diwali reminds us that light always overcomes darkness, patience and discipline always outshine fear and noise in the market. Trade smart, stay positive, and once again, happy Diwali, everyone. See you in the next video.